Dear students, welcome to my online class. I am Shankar Kumar Ghosh, Assistant Teacher in English, Dhunut Government NU Pilot Model High School, Dhunut Bogura. Dear students, today again I have appeared before you with a view to teaching you how to change assertive sentence into interrogative. Dear student, at the beginning of the class, my question to you, or you have to know about the formation of interrogative sentence. So, what is the formation of interrogative sentence? Do you know? Yes. At first, auxiliary verb will be used at the beginning of the sentence. Then subject will be used. Then extension. And another way of forming interrogative sentence, that at first WH question will be used, then auxiliary verb will be used, then extension. Dear student, so what are the auxiliary or modal auxiliaries or to be verb? You know, am, is, are, do, does, have, has, had, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must. This type of verbs are called to be verb or auxiliary verb or modal auxiliary verb. And what are WH questions? Dear student, you know, who, which, what, why, where, how, when. This type of words are WH question. Dear student, I also want to make you understand that if the assertive sentence is affirmative, it will be changed. If the assertive sentence is affirmative, the interrogative sentence will be negative. On the other hand, if the assertive sentence is negative, the interrogative sentence will be affirmative. Dear student, here I have written some points on assertive and interrogative sentence. And at the left side, here the structure of assertive sentence are given, and here the right side the structure of interrogative sentences are given. Now, by practicing some examples according to these rules, you will get clear idea how to change assertive sentence into interrogative. So, let's start. Dear student, suppose Fayot's is a restaurant. This is the assertive sentence, and we will transform it or we will change it into interrogative. But how? You know that here subject is given, then auxiliary verb is or be verb is given here, and here is no not or negative word. That is why at the time of transforming this assertive sentence into interrogative, at first auxiliary verb will n apostrophe t will be added with auxiliary verb, and it will remain at the beginning of the sentence. So the sentence stands for isn't, then subject, Fayot's, isn't Fayot's a restaurant. Then you must remember to put interrogation mark at the end of the interrogative sentence. Okay? Understand everybody? Another example. She is not a liar. She is not a liar. Here, after to be verb, here not is given. So, at the time of transforming this type of sentence into interrogative, we are, at first we have to write only to be verb. We must not add n apostrophe t with to be verb. So, we will write only to be verb at the beginning of the sentence. So the sentence stands for, is she a liar? Then question mark. Dear student, you will always remember that if there remain not will be removed, and if there is no not in an assertive sentence, not will be used. Dear student, you know that at the time of assertive sentence which is affirmative, at the time of this time of sentence, at the time of this type of sentence, if the sentence is present indefinite tense or past indefinite tense, then auxiliary verb do, does or did will be used at this field. So we will practice an example. Suppose Della looks after her garden. Della looks after her garden. Here principal verb is given. Here there is no to be verb or auxiliary verb or modal auxiliary verb. That is why at first you have to find out the auxiliary verb of this principal verb. You know here s is given at the end of this verb. That is why does will be used as an auxiliary verb of this sentence. And you know that this is an affirmative sentence. That is why n apostrophe t will be used with auxiliary verb. So the sentence stands for, doesn't Della look after her garden, and at the end of the sentence question mark is put. Another example, I take tea regularly. Here take, this is the first form of verb. That is why the do will be the auxiliary verb of this verb. So and you know that this is an affirmative sentence. That is why here n apostrophe will be used or will be added with do verb. So the sentence stands for, don't I take tea regularly? Question mark. Understand everybody? Another rule, Russell took away the box. Russell took away the box. Here this is the second form of verb. That means this is the past form of verb. Here did will be the auxiliary verb of this verb, and you know that this is an affirmative sentence. That is why n apostrophe t will be added with did verb. So the sentence stands for, didn't Russell took. And you should remember that if you use did as auxiliary verb in a sentence, the principal verb will be present form or base form. So what is the base form of took verb? Take away the box. Then question mark. Understand everybody? Another example, I never drink tea. I never drink tea. here never is given, and here drink is verb, and drink is the verb of first form. That is why this is a base form of verb, and this is a present indefinite tense. So according to this principal verb, the auxiliary verb will be do. So at first we will write do, as this is a negative sentence. That is why n apostrophe t will not be used here. So here never is given. You should remember that if never is given any adjective sentence, it will be turned into ever at the time of transforming it into interrogative. So here subject, then ever will be used instead of never. Then principal verb base form drink tea. At last question mark. Okay, understand everybody? Another example, there is nothing to do. There is nothing to do. Here this is a be verb, and here negative word nothing is given. So at the time of transforming this sentence into interrogative, at first auxiliary verb or to be verb will be used at the beginning of the sentence. So the sentence stands for is, then subject there, then nothing. You should remember that anything will be used instead of nothing at the time of changing the sentence into interrogative. So here anything will be, anything is used, then extension to do, then question mark. And you should know that as this is a negative word, that is why n apostrophe t will not be used with to be verb. Another example, everybody loves a truthful boy. Truthful boy. Everybody loves a truthful boy. Dear student, here everybody is given as a subject. You should know that, or you should remember that if there remain everybody or everyone or all as subject in an assertive sentence, it will be turned into who at the time of changing it into interrogative. So here who will be used? Who. Then loves. Here you know that here s is given with principal verb. So does will be used as auxiliary verb of this verb, as here s is given. So who does. As this is, you know that this is an affirmative sentence. That is why here not will be used. Does not. Then base form of verb love. Then extension, a truthful boy. Then question mark. So the sentence stands for who does not love a truthful boy. Last example, nobody could count my love for you. Nobody could count my love for you. Here nobody is given as a subject of this assertive sentence. Dear student, you will remember that if there remain nobody, no one or none as subject in an assertive sentence, it will be turned into who at the beginning of the sentence. So who instead of nobody or who will be used, and then verb could count. Then extension my love for you. Then question mark. Dear student, again I want to make you understand that if there remain nobody or no one or none in an assertive sentence at the time of changing it into interrogative, only who will be used instead of such type of word, then the whole part will be unchanged. Okay, understand everybody? Here I have tried to make you understand the rules that is given here. Now dear student, you will be given some homework. Please write down homework. Homework. Number 1, she is a truthful girl. She is a truthful girl. Number 2, my brother cannot play cricket. My brother cannot play cricket. Number 3, he takes tea every day. Then number 4, the boys played football in the field yesterday. The boys played football in the field yesterday. Number 4, the boys played football in the field yesterday. Number 5, everybody hates a liar. Number 6, no one can do this. Number 7, I never go to cinema hall. Cinema hall. Dear student, according to my teaching and according to rules that you are taught, you will practice this homework at home, and it seems you will be very benefited and you will be clear about this item. Dear student, today I am going to finish my class. Before finishing my class, my suggestion for you that you will enjoy the class which is telecasted in the Sangsad TV. Always maintain rules of health and hygiene. Don't try to go outside of your home, and if you want to go out of your home, you will use mask. Use masks, okay, and stay home, stay safe. Thank you.